A very good morning, dear students. Welcome back to 8th standard science video class. In previous video class, I conducted the lesson Air Unit 11. In this lesson, we already discussed about occurrence, properties and uses of oxygen and nitrogen gas and nitrogen fixation process. Today, let us start with the continuation of this lesson and I will explain about carbon dioxide gas. The carbon dioxide gas, its chemical formula is CO2. That means it has one carbon atom and two oxygen atoms are bound together. That is, in center, the one carbon atoms is bounded with two oxygen atom. So its chemical formula is CO2. And if carbon dioxide accumulates more in atmosphere, it produces some harmful effect like global warming, greenhouse effect, etc. We discuss elaborately about this effect later. Next we will discuss about occurrence of carbon dioxide. It is present in mild volume such as 0.03 percentage volume in atmosphere. During respiration, plants and animals evolve carbon dioxide gas and inhale oxygen gas. And carbon dioxide is produced during fermentation reaction and it is emitted from magma through volcano. So the carbon dioxide gas is emitted from magma through volcano. It originates from biodegradation of oil and gases. Next we will discuss about the physical properties of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a colorless and odorless gases. That means it doesn't have color and odor, that is smell. And second one is it is heavier than air. That is it has more weight than air. And third one, it does not support combustion. So it is used in fire extinguisher to turn off the fire. And carbon dioxide is acidic in nature. That is its pH is below 7. And carbon dioxide in solid form of carbon dioxide is known as dry ice. Under high pressure, the carbon dioxide is converted into solid form which is termed as dry ice. Next we will discuss about the chemical properties of carbon dioxide. First one is combustibility. Carbon dioxide is a non-combustible gas and it does not support combustion. So it is used in the fire extinguisher to turn off the fire. So it is a non-combustible gas. And second one is a reaction with metal. Carbon dioxide react with metals like sodium, potassium and calcium to form its corresponding carbonates. But except it react with magnesium to form its oxide form. For example, carbon dioxide which is react with sodium Na to form sodium carbonate Na2CO3, while it react with the magnesium to form magnesium oxide MgO. Third one is a reaction with alkali, that is sodium hydroxide. While carbon dioxide react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium bicarbonate and water. This reaction is known as neutralization reaction. While because the carbon dioxide is acidic in nature, it is react with sodium hydroxide, it is a base, to produce sodium bicarbonate, it's a salt and water. So This reaction is termed as neutralization reaction, while the acid react with base to form salt and water. Sodium hydroxide NaOH react with carbon dioxide CO2 to produce salt sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3 plus release water H2O. And fourth one is a reaction with lime water. The lime water is otherwise known as calcium hydroxide. When limited amount of carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water, it forms insoluble calcium carbonate which turns milky color. That is, the calcium hydroxide lime water CaOH twice is react with carbon dioxide CO2 to produce milky insoluble calcium carbonate CaCO3 plus water. So these are the chemical properties of carbon dioxide. Next, the uses of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is used to prepare soft and aerated drinks, which is called as soda water. And second one is, it is used in fire extinguisher because it is a non-combustible gas and do not support for combustion and it turn off the fire. So we have to use the carbon dioxide gas in fire extinguisher to turn off fire. Third one, by Solvay process, the carbon dioxide is used in the production of sodium carbonate. And fourth one, under high pressure, the solid form of carbon dioxide is formed, which is called dry ice. So we already discussed about this in physical properties of carbon dioxide. That is, the carbon dioxide under high pressure, we have to apply the high pressure, it is converted into solid carbon dioxide, which is termed as dry ice, and it is used as a refrigerant, and this dry ice create a dense fog and is used in stage shows and movie effect. That is, the solid form of carbon dioxide is known as dry ice, which produce dense fog, the fog which is used in the stage shows and movies. The next one is the carbon dioxide, which is used in the manufacture of fertilizer urea along with ammonia. And finally, it is used in the preservation of food grains. So these are the uses of carbon dioxide. It is used in the soft and aerated drinks and used in fire extinguisher, and it is used in production of sodium carbonate. That is the dry ice, the solid form of carbon dioxide is used as refrigerant and it produces dense fog, and it is used in the manufacture of fertilizer urea, and finally it is used in the preservation of food grains. So next we will discuss about the greenhouse effect and global warming. If the carbon dioxide accumulates more in atmosphere, it produces some harmful effects such as greenhouse effect and global warming. Let us detailedly learn about this greenhouse effect and global warming. Greenhouse effect, the definition is, solar radiation is released from sun which is absorbed by Earth's surface of land and ocean. They release infrared radiation to atmosphere. The greenhouse molecule which is present in atmosphere absorb the infrared radiations and increase the atmospheric temperature. This effect is known as greenhouse effect. That is, the sun which release some radiation, that is known as solar radiation. That solar radiation is absorbed by Earth atmosphere and it releases some infrared radiation, that is known as IR radiation. The infrared radiation is absorbed by the gaseous molecules which is present in the atmosphere, and it increases the temperature of atmospheric temperature and earth temperature. The gaseous molecule which absorb the infrared radiation is known as greenhouse gases, and this increasing temperature effect is known as greenhouse effect. So this is the definition of greenhouse effect. And this example for the greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane and chlorofluorocarbon. That is carbon dioxide CO2, nitrous oxide N2O, methane CH4 and chlorofluorocarbon CFC. These gases are termed as greenhouse gases. If the level of greenhouse gases increases, which result in gradual increases temperature of earth atmosphere, and this is called global warming. So global warming means the increasing level of temperature, that is known as global warming. It is increased due to the effect of greenhouse effect. So simply the greenhouse gases which is present in the atmosphere, they have to absorb the infrared radiation and increase the atmospheric temperature. So the global warming is caused. Next one is the effect of effect of global warming. If the increasing earth's temperature, atmosphere temperature to cause lot of effects. The first one is melting of ice cap and glaciers, which cause increase the level of sea water. If the ice cap and glaciers is converted into melting form, that is liquefied forms, the level of sea water will get increases. So it increases the frequency of flood, soil erosion and unseasonal rain. And next one is the loss of biodiversity, and it spread lot of waterborne and insect-borne diseases such as typhoid, cholera, dengue, etc. So these are the effect of global warming. That is, the first one is the ice cap and the glaciers are melting to increase the level of sea water. So increases the frequency of flood, soil erosion and unseasonal rain and loss of biodiversity, and it spread waterborne and insect-borne diseases. Next we will discuss about the preventive measures of global warming. How can we prevent the gradual increasing temperature of earth atmosphere? Some of the preventive measures to avoid the effect of global warming are: first one is reduce the use of fossil fuel which cause air pollution and increase the risk of global warming. That is, the fossil fuels which is released during factories and it is burned to causes the air pollution. If you reduce the use of this to control the air pollution, and we have to decrease the risk of global warming. And second one is to control deforestation, because only trees control the increasing level of carbon dioxide, that is the greenhouse gases in atmosphere. So we control the deforestation. And third one is restrict to use chlorofluorocarbon gas, that is CFC gas. If the increasing the level of this chlorofluorocarbon gas to increase the atmospheric temperature, so restrict to use the CFC gas. This gas is mostly present in the refrigerant and the air conditions, so we have to restrict to use the CFC gas. And next one is to plant more trees, because trees to control the increasing level of greenhouse gases in atmosphere, so to plant more trees. And next one is reduce, reuse and recycle the resource is the way to prevent the global warming. So these three R cycle is used to reduce the global warming, such as reduce, reuse and recycle. So these are the preventive measures of global warming. Next we will discuss about acid rain. Factories burning fossil fuels and eruption of volcanoes which are released some pollutant such as the oxides of nitrogen and sulfur, that is the nitrogen dioxide, nitrous oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, which is dissolved in rainwater and form sulfuric and nitric acid. Hence the result to cause acid rain. Simply, the oxides of sulfur and nitrogen which is dissolved in rainwater to form nitric and sulfuric acid. So it decreases the pH level of rainwater and become acidic. This process is known as acid rain. That is, these oxides are released during factories and burning of fossil fuels and eruption of volcanoes. The oxides such as nitrous oxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, which can be dissolved in rainwater to form nitric and sulfuric acid, and it decreases the pH level of rainwater. This process is known as acid rain. Next we will discuss about effect of acid rain. So acid rain, it causes lot of effect to plants, animals and human beings. The first one is it causes irritation in eyes and skin of human beings. And second one is it inhibit, that is it block the germination and growth of seeds. So the plant do not grow well. And it decreases the fertility of soil and destroy the plant and aquatic life. And it causes building and bridge corrosion. So these are the effects of acid rain. So students, I hope you understood about the carbon dioxide gases and greenhouse effect, global warming and acid rain. So next video class we will discuss about other lesson. Thank you students.